You gotta have the recording device. Alright. You can say now. Travisou, hold on. We're gonna introduce everybody. EffDash, do you want to do this?
This is EffDash from EffDash TV. Go to my page, like and subscribe. Like all my videos, baby.
Hey. He can do it.
One time.
We'll let him go over that.
I'll let you do it.
How do I get on the
This is
network?
Travisou, known as Stambone on Twitter, or Twitch as of now.
This is Cats, Robano EXE on Twitch.
We got Josue in the building.
So what's your handle?
The Sword Saint himself.
I don't know.
Sword
Saint.
I have no Twitch.
Sword Saint Josue.
He will be getting a Twitch.
I'm gonna have to.
EffDash on Twitch, by the way.
He's on there. He ain't found it yet.
Yeah. So yeah.
It's 5G.
We're talking about some shit. Right now we're getting ready to boot up
It's a
fucking
PG channel, guys.
the new
This is a Christian channel.
oh please.
Plugging.
We're getting ready
Budging.
we're getting ready to boot up the new bloody King of Fighters. I don't know which one that just came out.
14.
Jesus.
14.
You talk, I'll do this.
Alright, so the topic of the day today, guys. Are we going to quit Final Fantasy Brave Exvius? I need to know who else is quitting with me.
And again, before we get into this, really get into this, are we going to be just bashing this game?
No. We'll talk about why it's okay to
It's
play
a good game.
until you get to a certain point.
Okay,
No one's
good.
bashing.
Okay, let's talk about the game then, and then why we're quitting. Because I've thought about this for a long time, as well.
So this game came out a few months ago. It's actually a really pretty game in terms of like graphics and all that.
Sprite. Yeah,
It's very sprite-based,
game.
old school Final Fantasy type. It's a turn-based RPG. And inherently in that design you have grinding. A shit ton of grinding. So if you want characters, you gotta grind. If you want to max those characters, guess what? You're gonna grind.
A lot.
If you want a new sword, guess what you're doing? You're grinding. So eventually, the grinding gets to a point where you just, like I'm to the point now where I don't get joy out of this game. I turn it on like at 10:30 at night, right before I'm gonna go to bed, collect my daily reward, and close out until the next day.
Yeah.
I just don't have the enthusiasm to turn it on, do all my missions, and then grind. Just so I can get another sword that next month will be obsolete because there's another new grind.
You asked me how I felt about it, and I'm doing what you're doing now, like months ago. I stopped playing that game.
You did, yeah,
months
you did.
ago, yeah.
I did see that.
Yeah, it lost my interest. You know, like the whole grind thing. It wasn't enjoyable
At all.
for me, at least.
And the grind continues to be real in the game. I'm still
It's an
playing
FF
it.
game.
I invested a lot into getting lightning. I don't want to talk about that at all.
No, we need to talk about it.
we should talk
We
about
do.
it.
We
Let's
do
not
actually
talk
need to
about-
talk about it
Let's
because
not
Not
talk
all of
about.
I think it's a valid subject to bring up because yes, people. He's not talking
I
about
don't wanna
the
talk
time.
about
This
it.
happened more than once.
He's not talking about
By
the
the way.
time he's invested. He's talking about the financial investment in this game.
Let's talk
He
about
is
the
one
time.
Of, he is one of
Let's
the
talk about the
founders of
time.
his company because he has spent so much money on this game that Miyamoto or whoever the hell.
Where's
made
his
Final
art book?
Fantasy-
You know, where's his
Exactly.
statue?
Yeah.
In,
He should
in
buy-
the headquarters.
He should have his own sprite based on the amount of
He
money
paid for
that
a
he's
revolving
donated.
door or some
to something.
shit.
Had to
in
have.
the building.
Had to have.
Oh,
Someone's
man.
driving around and getting ahead in a limo, thanks to me.
Exactly.
I'm
They're like,
sure.
oh, thank God for Robano. We can keep the lights on another month.
Yep. And it's one of those gotcha games. You gotta fucking pay up to get the good characters you want, which kind of sucks. Everyone knows that sucks dick. It's shitty. It's shitty, but you can end up playing with some pretty cool characters if you can spend a little bit of money sometimes.
That you're just gonna have to grind.
I choose to spend no
Okay.
money.
Yes, and I know I
Machete
totally
can do.
respect. I totally respect
Machete.
free-to-play players. I have
It's a
nothing
little
against
harder.
them. I think it's a little harder. I think it's a fun challenge, though. I think it's probably even a better challenge. To play
Now
free.
listen, we're not trying to bash whales here. If you've got the money, if you've got the income, and you have nothing else to spend your money on, by all means, support your favorite games.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to say that if you're gonna blow this much money and it's still not fun, then you probably shouldn't be playing. I haven't spent any money, and it's not fun, so I'm definitely not gonna put money into the game.
Let's talk about that grind.
I think the first time I spent money on Brave Exvius is when I was like, I'm tapping out. Because it did me so bad. I got such trash from it.
It was the pull. Yeah, it's like Robana was saying, it's a gotcha game, so...
I thought maybe it was the free pulls that are bad. No, it's...
The pulls in this game, they're designed to suck money out of your wallet. That's just how it is.
Yeah. If you want something, you got to spend a certain amount of money.
Exactly. I mean, I was lucky. I got one of the better characters, the girl with the sword, Chizuru. I got her essentially by accident. I was just doing pulls, and she came up full 5 stars. I also I got War of the Lions. Not War of the Lions. I got Warrior of Light. I got him at 3 stars, but that was after his banner was up. So I mean, as a free-to-play player, you can eventually get these characters. Good luck getting Lightning, especially now she's over now. But I mean, that was a fantastic pull by the company because they made so much money off of that. Like if you just go to GameFAQs, and
a lot of people started playing the game at that point, and a lot of people came back to the game at that point.
It's quickly tragic.
It didn't make make the game more fun, I will say. As the last big event was an event to get mod cakes for the king. This event is an event to get Auracite for the king. You don't have to craft the Auracite. You can't craft the Auracite, but you still have to get fucking grindy mats for the king again.
They're trying to tell us something through this game.
This game is grinded.
We work for the king.
And
well, who else would you be working for?
It's the Mog King, Travisu.
Oh, okay.
You have to. He's got all the good shit, basically. He just makes.
And he does, but I mean, I just wish it didn't take. I mean, you could just, like, okay, so
He's got extravagant tastes.
I was on the GameFAQs board for that game, and somebody had mapped out the amount of time that you needed to invest in order to get the best item from the mod cake one, and it was so absurd that it was like, why? Like, that's not. I don't have time to do that, number one, and I don't want to do that. Like, he had it down to like a minute. Like, you have this minute.
Honestly, you shouldn't have to run it a million times, 80 times. It should be like 5 or 6 times.
Just make
to
it
get
hard.
The best shit. Everything you wanted. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, make it hard. Okay, I'm gonna have fun with it. Right now, I mean, you can cheese basically any event in Final Fantasy. Right now, the key is to just chain Blizzard to get through the current event, which is Final Fantasy Tactics, I'll say. Everybody in this room is a Tactics fan.
I haven't played the first mission.
Of course.
Let me show you some images. Let me show you some images, which isn't going to be on the recording, but
the graphic.
You can imagine.
I think Biggie has played more Tactics than me, to be honest.
Really?
I think so.
I played a lot on the emulator, to be honest.
Sword Saint.
Yes, sir.
Check this out. Look at these characters that you could possibly play.
I got Alma yesterday, but I mean...
Delita. Gafgarai.
Right.
Alma. So those are the featured summons. And the featured event for the week is... Delita is. Delita's comparable, but the others are not.
But even he's not up there with Lightning.
Well, Lightning's only good once you soup her up with dual wield and a bunch of attacks.
As is every character.
Yeah, and before you get that, she's kind of caca. She does nothing that great. Besides, she does nothing that great. You might as well stick with the old, the old setup. Whatever you were using before.
If you go to the wiki for this game, Lightning has...
Travis, did you see it?
There's character ratings.
You sent me a picture the other day.
Lightning has a 12.
Yeah.
Are you guys aware of that?
We need Orlando.
Next week.
Are you guys aware of this?
My prediction. Next week.
Spend another 100 and try to get them.
Maybe.
Every week, just spend 100.
Installation complete. All right.
Hey, if you got it.
You can finally play again.
They're good.
Who's playing first?
You guys can play.
Let me go. So how many characters are there for
How
in this
do
game?
you, how do you do
50.
like?
So I will
50.
say the Final
50.
Fantasy
I think it's
Tactics
51.
levels
51.
in
Sorry.
the new event are actually pretty fun. The actual stages, and then the fight that you have to fight
Yeah,
is
so I
actually
can't wait to
pretty
play with,
difficult and hard.
Tetsuo and Freddy Krueger. They got them in this game?
Yeah.
I want to play as
They don't
that.
have
Little-
Tetsuo though.
Might as well pause
Krueger
this.
guy.
Did we answer the question?
We
are
really-
Are we still playing? I'm done.
It's not on my phone.
There you go. I still have to delete mine, but
I think I'm gonna hold out
It's
for.
backed up though, I guess, but
yeah, you could always come back.
I think I'm gonna hold out for a little. It's a Game Center game, so
I think I
it'll
messed
save
up.
forever.
No, it's not Game
I
Center.
messed
it's,
up because
it's Facebook.
I've learned that you can
It's Game
just-
Center as well. It's Game Center as well, though. It's
Well,
both. Yeah,
Android doesn't have Game Center, it's something else.
it's Facebook.
Yeah.
But honestly, I'm gonna stick with it. I like the Tactics event. I like that they're probably gonna release Ramza and TG Sid next week. I think that's pretty epic.
Okay, but how different is the game though? So new characters come out. You get them. You got to grind to get them max,
I don't know, I can't tell you.
and then do the same thing over and over. Like, which is okay. Yes, every game, but
I wish I had re-rolled in the beginning though. and, like,
They've
got to,
honestly, what they've done lately is release a lot more explorables. Like every stage now is an explorable. So it's getting to be like that, where it's like more of like if you want that nostalgic, old exploring Final Fantasy feel, this is the game you're gonna play. But the big
They're
problem.
not very big though, unless they made them longer.
No, they have. Yeah, they're huge. But the real problem is that they made it so that you have to repeat some of these stages. The real problem is what EffDash was saying with the grind. That's the biggest problem with the game. That's why you guys are probably quitting the game. It would be fun as fuck if you only had to go through it maybe 2 or 3 times, but having to go through it 50. I calculated I had to run this new event 120 times to max out Lightning. To get her 6-star.
Or are we quitting because it's portrait?
portrait does suck too. God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big deal.
It wastes so much space.
Mobius is portrait.
Yeah. But it is multiplayer.
Yeah,
And
we'll show off Mobius later.
So, and I think if this game had a multiplayer aspect,
Do you
to it,
have Mobius?
Yeah.
Well, we could all play that.
We could all play it right now.
theoretically.
You don't have it
Theoretically.
either.
Listen,
No, it's
Mobius.
if
free.
Exvius had a multiplayer,
It's free.
I
Oh,
think
it's free.
it would decrease the grind because at least you're grinding with your friends.
They're adding PvP.
They make it more fun.
They're
That's
adding
still-
PvP.
I want to be able to go
What is that
through
going to give you?
exactly.
I don't
More
know.
grind?
Friend points? You can pull more free summons or whatever?
Versus
I mean, I guess I really don't have a good reason
oh, not single.
to continue playing Exvius.
Heard about
See,
a party.
I don't understand. How do I?
Huh?
Heard about a party.
A party. Yeah.
No.
It's not much. Oh, really? Oh, I can't. I gotta work tomorrow.
Oh, what?
Yep, I just found out.
That's fucked
Well, alright, I guess we're,
up. I told Brian to come over.
yeah, he
Okay.
should.
I might go over there when
Why?
they're
Yeah, I guess
Should I
we're
download Mobius?
Alright, everybody.
Should
Yeah.
you download Mobius?
Get it.
That's
Yes.
It's a great
It's
question.
multiplayer.
You should try it.
It's yeah, it's...
It's
If
really
you like tactics, you might love that game.